Hi neighbors, I'm Kelly Nelson and I'm running for the board of directors for our HOA.
This is me with my husband Paul and our 2-year-old son Nathan. And you've probably seen us out walking our dogs Annabelle and Leland.
Why are you running for the HOA board?
My husband and I have lived in Westridge community for the last 15 years and we love it. This is our home and we want it to be the best it can possibly be.
What experience do you have that will help you to be successful as a member of the board?
Well, I have been in finance for 20 years and I started out as a collections associate. So I came in, had no experience whatsoever, but I worked my way up from a collections associate to a director in finance. And I did that by asking questions, by listening to people, by learning what matters to them, by caring about what matters to them, by meeting and exceeding my customers' expectations, and always reducing cost while doing that. And so I want to take the knowledge that I have from being in business and apply it to being on the board with our HOA. I think, we have a pretty high expensive dues that we pay each time. And I don't know that I feel we're getting the biggest bang for our buck. We have one small pool. We don't have a park. We don't have walking trails. We just got pet stations, but there's only a few of those. But we pay the same HOA dues as other areas, other places around here that have 3 pools. They have lifeguards, they have walking trails, they have a lot more amenities that we do. And so I want to take what I know about managing a budget, which is upwards of $45 million, and apply that to how we're managing our budget.
The homeowners submitted questions to be answered. The first question is, how much time do you have to devote to the board, and are you willing to prepare ahead of time and read all of the pre-work prior to the meetings?
I think that we devote the amount of time that we need to things that matter. And I am more than willing to devote the time I need to be successful at this. It's important to me, it matters to me, and so I absolutely will do that. And I'll also make sure that I'm prepared in advance and do any pre-work that I need to prior to meetings, and make sure that I spend enough time out there in the community and asking questions and getting answers from our neighbors.
Who is responsible for maintaining the community?
I think we're all responsible for maintaining the community that we live in. This is where we live. We should all take pride in it, and we should all be responsible for that. For instance, when my husband and I go out for walks, we often are picking up trash. We'll take a bag with us and we'll pick up trash along the way because we feel a sense of responsibility for the place we live in. That being said, there does need to be a governing structure. And that governing structure, I think, is the HOA board. And so they are responsible for making sure that there are amenities in place and things in place that need to facilitate those things. The same example I just used about picking up trash. You guys have probably noticed, and I've seen people talk about it on the Facebook page, that after trash day, there's trash all over our neighborhood, especially if it's windy. And so I think as part of the HOA, we should make a plan in place to make sure that trash is picked up the next day, whether we have a group of volunteers that come in and do that, whether we hire somebody that does that, or whether we create a fun activity for kids to go around and pick up trash and get some type of reward. Who knows what that needs to be, but I'm happy to kind of facilitate that.
Final question, what have you done to improve the community?
My husband and I both have a long history of volunteering. We have both led divorce care ministries for our church for both adults and for children. We both volunteer with Texas Bluebird Society. We led a marriage ministry for people on our street that wanted to come to that. And we've thrown 2 different block parties to get to know our street neighbors and make sure that they know who we are, that we know who they are, and we get along really well with them. And what I want to do is take the culture that we've created on Smithville Place, where we all have each other's back, where we all look out for each other, we really enjoy each other's company, and we broaden that to the entire neighborhood. That's my goal, and that's what I would like to do.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
Just that I'm Kelly Nelson and I'm running for the board, and I'm doing this because I want to serve you in this way, and I look forward to continuing to be neighbors with all of you and getting to know you more, and I appreciate you watching this video and considering voting for me for the board of directors. Again, Kelly Nelson.